Hey guys, this is the Angry Lantern here, and welcome to this draft analysis. Wait, didn't I do one of these about 3 weeks ago? God damn it! Did I run into another draft? Well, whatever. So this draft analysis is for the HPL, otherwise known as the Hyper Pokemon League. Yep, very original. This time around, I chose to be called the San Diego Starmies. No reason, just like the team name. So yeah, that's kinda it for that. So let's talk about my team. As you may see here, there are 1, 2, fuck, I'm not gonna count them. There are, 11 spots right here. Each color right here represents what each tier are, with purple being the Mega, yellow being tier 1, blue being tier 2, green being tier 3, red being tier 4, orange being tier 5, and the 4 little blue spots over here being tier 3. And yeah. So yeah, let's get on with my team. My team consists of Mega Diancie. Why did I choose Mega Diancie? It's one of those mons I've always been wrecked by, and I wanted to try it out myself. It gets moves like Diamond Storm, which I do not know a mon that could take a Diamond Storm lightly. That's not a joke, I actually don't. Maybe most of Steel types, but yeah. Diancie has a great special attack, and the only thing holding this down is its speed. Its defenses are really annoying to get past, and that's about it. Just like I said, I really wanted to use this mon since I've never used it before. Next up is Mew. I've used Mew twice. And both times, Mew has been really annoying for my opponents to get by. And this time around, it'll be extra annoying, being that Mew is an all-rounder. Or shall I say, a Z-move all-rounder. Preparing for Mew on its own is bad enough. The fact that this thing can now use supporting and attacking Z-moves makes it so it's about, you know, it's gonna use about everything in its damn moveset. You could tell this will be bad for my opponents to prep for, because they have to put into account that Mew is also an all-rounder, and Mew is the most versatile thing on my team, being able to learn nearly every move known, keyword nearly, and its balance base stat makes it so it can be ran nearly however it wants to be ran. So yeah. Next up is Suicune. It's really bulky. Ice Beam. Calm Mind is Wreckage. I really needed a water type. I thought this was an ice type. I also like the majestic Suicune. Suicune alone can take hits specially really well, and well, even though it's not as fast as a few other mons on my team, it's decently fast, and also shiny, and I really like Suicune's design, and I've never used it in a battle before, so I wanted to try it out and see how I do. Next up are my two tier 3 picks. My first one being Nidoking. So remember how I chose Cookie before? I wanted to give Nidoking a little bit of a shot. So Nidoking, just like Nidoqueen, is very versatile, learning a large array of moves and having a very high physical attack. Being ground poison makes this thing annoying at best, but that's not even the worst of it. Moves like Surf, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Fire Punch, Ice Beam, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Sludge Wave makes this mon a force to be reckoned with, making it all the better that I'm the one using it. Next up is Jolteon. Nothing to be said other than this thing has probably the best special attack on my team, and is the fastest mon on my team. This thing can Thunderbolt you to hell if it wanted to, and Volt Switching is gonna hurt balls if you are taking one from this thing. The only thing that this thing has not going for it is the versatility. There's only been 3 moves I know that this thing could usually run, and this being Empower Ice, Shadow Ball, or Signal Beam. that's about it. You could run it other ways, but those 3 moves seemingly are the ones that usually are used the most. So, running it, but otherwise, you don't want to be taking special attacks from this thing, and the fact that it's fast makes it so most of mons that are in the league can't outspeed it. Next up is Santo Roar. Okay, I'm letting bygones be bygones here. The only reason I drafted Incineroar was because I needed a fire type and I needed something physical on my team. Yeah. I'll be honest, Incineroar gets Intimidate now, which is great. It gets Fake Out, which is really good to abuse of. Darkest Larian knockoff really good, and, well, Drain Punch. It got reliable recovery with Drain Punch. That's about it. It's not very fast, and unlike other frickin' starters, it doesn't have a good special attack. So yeah, moving on. Next up is our Cheops. I drafted this because I needed it. I needed both a Defogger, a Rock Setter, and something physical. This thing filled in all 3. It gets Defog, it can set up Stealth Rocks, and it's got a 130 base attack. Or 140, sorry. It got a 140 base attack, it gets a lot of moves, and hell, this thing could hit you with acrobatics and you'd be dead. That's about all I'll say, and its 110 speed makes it not as fast as Jolteon, but a little bit below one of the faster mods on my team. Next up, we're gonna get to the free picks. First up is Shaman. 100 points. I drafted Shaman because I needed a grass type, it was sitting there, and I didn't want anyone else to get it. The real reason is because I was really intrigued at how Santoro 613 used Shaman against me, and, well, the fact that this thing can be run bulky was something that I really was interested in. And also, the fact that I used Shaman Sky was really cool, among other things, and that's about it. Shaman gets Seed Flare, which helps against every special attacker in this league. And yeah, it gets Air Slash and Natural Cure, so it could use Rest reliably. And that's about it. There's just like a few other mons. Just like Mew, it has a balanced base stat, but it doesn't get much out of it, being that it can only be run specially defensive, or physically defensive. That's about it. Next up is Dragonite. I do not know why this thing wasn't picked by the time I got to it. I mean, seriously. It gets Dragon Hits, Extreme Speed? That's really good, and with the ability Multi-Scale means it will be tanking at least one hit. It won't be one-shotted. It's very reliable on a team, and it's funny how this thing wasn't drafted. And it gets nearly every elemental punch. So again, why didn't anyone draft this again by the time I got to it? Whatever, this thing can have extreme speed, which makes it dangerous. Outrage makes it dangerous. D-Dance makes it dangerous, and stats alone make it dangerous. Overall, this mon is really dangerous, and its ability Multi-Scale makes it really hard to kill. Next up is Registeel. This thing will not die. It can stall you out. It will not die. Its defensive and special defensive stats are incredible. Its HP is decent. Its, typing is not the best in the game, but it's one of the most reliable when it comes defensive-wise. And hell, the fact that my team really lacked another fairy counter is really good, and this thing can live an Earthquake. Not a +4, I checked. Don't worry. It can eat flamethrowers like a boss, and the fact that this can be run both physically and specially defensive is really great. Seismic Toss, Toxic, Stealth Rocks, Protect are usually the set I will run on this, but who knows, changing it up might be in my schedule. Finally, we have Swellow. I've used Swellow once, and I kinda disgraced it. Meaning that it died pretty quickly, and the fact that it gets Boom Burst makes it so it can kill everyone. It gets two great abilities with Guts and Scrappy, with Guts making it powered up by status element, and Scrappy allowing it to hit ghost types. Yeah. Swallow will be killing a lot of mons in this season, and it's also really good when it comes to, getting earthquaked. Of course, it also helps with, rocks, being that it gets defog. But yeah, that's my team. It's a really great team, and I could get a lot out of it. And yeah, my first week opponent better beware, because a bunch of these mons will be hard to prep for. By the way, my first week opponents are the Cincinnati Chimcharks and their coach Electros Train. They'll be running through hell. This has been the Angler Lantern, signing out.